Tucked away in the Shenandoah Valley, Harrisonburg, Virginia, home to James Madison, father of the Constitution and mother of some of the most electric crowds in all of college football when they come out to support the Dukes. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the James Madison Dukes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Beavers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to go for a big one. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. Oh, ball's out. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
I got to tell you, man, I'm impressed. Not with the throw, not with the decision, but how the offense flew around after the interception, getting to the ball, David, and creating that fumble.
And I think the QB breathing a big sigh of relief. You thought you made a game-changing pick, but how about flying to the football, like you said, making the tackle, getting the football out, recovering it, and, you know, getting a first down. That's how you do it.
Off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away to buy time. On the run, fires downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Dukes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going to the running game. Shakes off the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
On fourth down, going to the air. Got it past the marker. And the Dukes will move the sticks with the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard.
Headed to the end zone. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, James Madison. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down. He's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed. So hard to stop.
Wants to throw on third down. Complete to the left. He's loose. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Beaver!
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Running with power. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Wants to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And they got him for the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attack.
Handoff from the gun. At the 45 on his way. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. He's got 42 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. And the Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Harper. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He'll throw one to his right. Touchdown, Dukes! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is...
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, James Madison, 14, Oregon State, 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Harper. It's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
All kinds of running room. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, James Madison. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Still looking on the move. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They're going to throw it again. He'll get rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Beavers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
What great discipline showed by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football, not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
He's going to run it. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Put you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, you got to stop the run.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. Got room to work. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
They want to run it left here. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Dukes. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
James Madison, 28, Oregon State, 7.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
27, and the Oregon State offense will take over.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's complete to the right. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The offense lining up for a first down play. Finds his man. It's Sayal. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. second down coming up. Scanning the field, it's Harper. Dances away from the heat. Fires on the move. The throw toward the right sideline falls to the ground. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He's looking downfield to throw. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
This defense needed something to go right, man. They're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Off he goes. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Oregon State. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it. So, Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback checking off. On third down, he drops to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Dukes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practiced this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Coming after it. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. He's looking to throw. Fires deep on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he makes the catch inside the 15. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Trying to find his man on first down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Dukes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
On the play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Makes the grab down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Snags it over the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Beavers look to keep this drive humming.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first progression.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. It's complete on the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's a bit of a gut punch for the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan coming here in the second half. Right away, you throw an interception to the defense.
James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll leave it with him. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got a man, it's out. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You got to have better tackling in the back end on defense. The guy didn't have the first once he had the ball in his hand, but because you missed the tackle, they've now got a fresh set of downs.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, James Madison. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Oregon State, 14.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
On second down, just keeps firing. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch, he's got enough. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Beavers will hustle to the line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Made the play on the bit, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Listen, we all want to go back-to-back, but not on interceptions. Come on now, we got to take care of the football. Let's make sure we change something up on the next drive. 2 possessions, 2 picks. Offensive coordinator, get the bullpen.
And oh, what a grab on the layout on the right side.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
He's up to 86 yards rushing, and he's making his presence felt in this first game. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Here's the handoff. Still running up the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right in the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackle's doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The short hands. It's out. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. He's looking to throw it. Buys a little time with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Slings it downfield. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Quarterback adapting. Deep shot for the end zone. And that one's incomplete as they tried to hit him with a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up.
James Madison, 35. Oregon State, 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He'll just keep slinging it. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's going to take off. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He'll start this drive firing. That's caught. It's out.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Brings up.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got it in the middle. It's out. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Dukes are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Looking to throw, it's Harper. Might be looking to run. Finds a man on the right. And the runner is down, and so is the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds. Cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on 3rd down. Going to the draw. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Looking for a man, it's Harper. Going for 6. Touchdown, Dukes! And the punishment has been extended.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Clemens. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
And the quick shuffle pass underneath. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield, nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Keeps looking downfield. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll come out throwing on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum.
Throws toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Fires downfield. Makes the grab. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Beaver!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Looking to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.